Let's talk about the most amazing email signature ever. Are you a realtor? Are you a real estate agent who's thinking about joining the Realtor membership so that you could get MLS access and be part of the club? Well, it is what it is. But today's video, we're going to talk about a real estate agent's email signature or a realtor member's email signatures. There's a difference. Learn it right away. Especially if you're in the rural communities. You'll need to be able to explain the difference between the two and co-brokering. But that's for another video. Let's talk about a great email signature today. And while we're doing that, I'm going to show you my email signature. Of course, it's the greatest email signature that we're going to talk about ever. But I simply go to my Gmail account. I click on the three little dots down here, click on my templates, and then I click my basic signature. This signature goes out on 99% of all the emails that I send. Maybe 97.7% of all the emails that I send is what this signature goes out on. But let's go through it line by line. It's that simple. So basically, if you want to replicate this signature for you, just shoot me an email. Reach out to me and I'll shoot you my signature and we can keep in touch. And then before you know it, you'll be selling houses over eXp Realty with me. Guys, I've already gotten 3 referrals from eXp Realty this year. 3 referrals from eXp Realty this year that my team and I have been super blessed to help those customers with their real estate needs. But first off, it says Josh, that's my name, Josh and the team with eXp Realty. Guys, this is a hyperlink. This hyperlink tells the world what eXp Realty is about. The hyperlink goes right here to my Agent Pro account, and then anyone who's interested in learning a little more about eXp Realty can click on this video and they can start to learn more about everything that eXp Realty offers us as agents, because eXp Realty is obsessed with our success. And it goes through a nice little presentation on eXp Realty is what that link goes to. Let me go ahead and pause that right now. So that's the first line. Second line, my cell. And that's my real cell. Not one of my sales line numbers, not my KV core number, not my MLS number that lets me know when agents are reaching out to me. That is my actual cell phone. And then it has my office phone number and my office extension right there. So that's the top part of my email signature. Best realtor / real estate agent signature ever. That's the first 3 lines. Any questions? Put them down in the comments below if there's any questions. And then I go into my disclaimers, which I feel are super important, because if I don't have these disclaimers, guys, and something comes up, and it's something that I've talked to a customer with, because my disclaimers are something that I talk to customers with, new customers, existing customers, past customers. I talk with customers about these disclaimers all the time. So why not just put it in all my emails too? Huh? Why not, right? Light bulb moment. So I'm going to go over my disclaimers with you, and then you can adjust the disclaimers to something that fits your needs. Honestly, adjust it to something that fits your needs. Protect yourself, because no matter what, the only person looking out for you and your real estate business in this industry is you. And if you have a good broker and a good brokerage, your broker and your brokerage. So it starts out with no, all caps. Oh, let me zoom in here so that it's much more legible. Why didn't I think about that earlier? Let me zoom in here so it's much more legible. So no broker relationship or contractual obligations are implied or created by emails, text, or verbally. All relationships and contracts must be agreed to in writing. That's just contract law. That's what I learned in business school, contract law. And in all the broker classes that I take. And then it goes into no brokerage services can be provided without a written brokerage agreement. If they're going to hire me or the team and I as buyer agents, well then they've got to hire us. If they're going to hire me or the team and I as listing agents, they got to hire us. We can't do any work without knowing what we're going to get paid. That would be working for free. And I'm not good at that yet. I still got kids. I still got little bitty kids. They need shoes like every month. I'm buying new shoes. Luckily, we're trickling down the shoe inventory. The second one gets the first ones. The third one gets the second ones. We're trickling down clothing inventory. We are. But still, I still got to buy them. Sometimes one of them will grow faster and just skip a size. You parents out there know what I'm talking about, right? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Put a little shoe emoji down in the comments if you know what I'm talking about when it comes to shoes. And then it goes into some personal stuff that I'm upfront with customers about. I follow the 7-day Sabbath. My office is closed Friday nights through Saturday until dark. I'm upfront with people about that. If they're like, I couldn't get a hold of you all day. Well, it's the Sabbath. You knew that. You even signed a disclosure that said it. I even have it in my listing agreement, a Sabbath disclosure. And it's in every single one of my emails. I take the Sabbath, and I tell people in the disclosure too, if there's an emergency, call 911. Call 911, guys. There's nothing in real estate that could stop you from needing to take a day off, especially if it's honoring Yah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. There's nothing in real estate that's so important that you can't take the day off, especially if it's honoring Yah on the Sabbath. There isn't. And then I go into some reiterations because as real estate agents, we know a lot of information. We know a lot of information. We're giving out a lot of information, but we always have to cite the sources and we always have to disclose that we're not the sources. Josh is not an attorney, is not an abstractor, is not a roofer, is not a builder, is not a cleaner, is not a landscaper, is not an inspector, is not a surveyor, etc., etc. All customers/agents must verify all info at their own expense. All right? Hey, I'm going to tell people what I know, and I'm going to cite the real estate class that I took, cite the home inspector that told me that, cite the abstractor that told me that, cite the title company that said that. The funniest thing in the world is nowadays when title companies send stuff out, and then ask us as the agents to follow up on their e-signings. Like, no, wire fraud's real. You have that in your email. You follow up on your own email signing. Title company, person. No, don't take on that liability. As a real estate agent, you focus on real estate agent stuff. Let the title company who's getting paid title company fees focus on their title company stuff. Let the home inspector who's getting home inspector paid fees focus on the home inspector stuff. You as a real estate agent, keep everybody moving forward. Keep everything on schedule. Check in with everyone twice a week. You're going to have a successful closing. Make sure people know the next step. If you make sure people know the next step, you're going to have a successful closing. And that's part of a good email signature. Sure, you could put your head on the email signature too. You could put your head on that if that's who you are. If your business is built around the way you look. I look like Uncle Fester. I can't do that, guys. I can't do that. Give me a light bulb, and it looks like I starred in the Addams Family, guys. Okay, I can't do that. I'm not gonna put my picture in my email signature. Okay, it might end up in some meme of a real estate agent who looks like Uncle Fester selling houses. I'm not gonna do that. So that's the first part. Those are the words. Those are the sentences. That's the paragraph, but it doesn't have an indentation, so it can't be counted as a paragraph. I don't know what that is. But that's the first part of it. And then I go into some cool disclosures. So you might want to pause the video as we're going through this and make these things happen on your own email. And look, guys, you can save this at any time as you're making this on your own email. On one side of the screen, have this video pulled up. On the other side of the screen, have your blank email pulled up and be working on it while we're doing it. Just go over here to templates. Scroll down to where it says Save Template. Scroll down to where it says Save New Template. Now, if you don't have a bunch of templates like I do, because I've been doing this 19 years now, so I got a bunch of templates. If you guys want to connect and discuss these templates, we absolutely can. We can do a Google Meet on it. I don't do Zoom because Zoom costs money. Google Meet's free. Or we could do an Apple FaceTime. I'm a Mac guy. Yeah, I know. I look like Uncle Fester, but I'm a Mac guy. We could go over these templates together, guys, and we could talk about how eXp Realty is obsessed with your success, how you can implement the systems, the tools, the training, the technology, and the agent support, team support, and brokerage support that eXp Realty has that I use in my business, how you can implement that in your business. And then after we go over that 9-minute video and look at all the benefits of it, I can answer any questions that you have about it, and then you could start joining eXp Realty. We can start working together, and I'll make sure that you get all these templates so that you can implement them in your business too. But that's how you save your template. click the three little dots right here, click templates, go to save draft template, scroll down and click save as new template. That's how you save the first one. And then after that, just keep overwriting the one that you've already made. Just keep overwriting your basic signature, okay? So now let's go over my additional disclosures. Broker duties disclosure. Click here. Where do you think it takes people? Where do you think it takes people? That's right, to the broker duties disclosure. That's right, real simple, guys. It's not rocket science, okay? You reach out to people, connect with people, you show people houses or go to listing appointments, you contract houses, and then you go to closings. It's that simple. 3 things. Just prospect, write contracts, and close. That's all real estate agents do. We're constantly checking in people, constantly keeping things moving forward. So that goes to my broker disclosure. Buyer broker agreement. Where do you think that goes? Yeah, it goes to the buyer broker agreement. It's not rocket science, guys. Not rocket science. OREC contract info booklet. Oklahoma Real Estate Commission contract info booklet. That's where that goes. EPA lead-based paint booklet. Click on the EPA lead-based paint booklet. That's where it goes, guys. It's not rocket science. This is the best email signature that me personally have found to use over the last 19 years. I've probably been using this one for the last 6 years. I love this email signature. You're like, well, Josh, you don't have that. You've got a bachelor's in business with a minor in real estate. You don't have that. You're a GRI guy, and you don't have your at home with diversity and all this other stuff, or a senior residential real estate expert, or any of those things on there. No, I don't. When people, I've got one deal over the last 19 years from a certification that I had. One, the rest of them just want you to pay money every year to be a part of them, or drop, $2,400 to go earn a certification that if you just go to your local MLS classes, you're going to learn all the information that you need. Come on, guys. Come on. Plus, at eXp Realty, we have over 50 hours of live real estate training per week, and that doesn't include all of the recorded training that we have at eXp Realty, eXp University. It's just crazy. No, I don't put a lot of certifications that I have on my email signature. Wire fraud advisory. Very important. Very important. It goes to the wire advisory form. Wire advisory form. Okay? You get the idea of how hyperlinks work now, right? For your protection, you get a home inspection, Oklahoma radon zones, wind farms in Oklahoma, and the Oklahoma Turnpike corridor section. It's really important, especially for people wanting to buy land around Oklahoma City. Guys, I wanted to make this short video on my email signature for you today to give you some ideas, whether you're a new agent, a seasoned agent, team leader, or broker owner, on email signatures that you might implement in your business using Gmail. Now, you can follow this email, make it in any email provider, whether that's email provider Outlook, email provider Proton, or whatever you use. Yahoo Mail, Yahoo! Whatever it is, guys. You could use this template to make your own. But the biggest thing is, if you say it more than once during a transaction, it might be something you want to put on your email signature as a disclosure. That's the biggest part of it. That's how I built this one over the last 19 years. Thanks so much for enjoying this video today. Subscribe to the channel. This video that's popping up right here, this video is a video that is all about, this is a playlist all about Gmail. This is a video all about Gmail and stuff that I do with Gmail right there. And then this playlist is some sort of cool playlist. I haven't thought of what I'm going to put here yet. It might be the sales process as a real estate agent. It might be, I don't know. I've got a ton of playlists. Subscribe to the channel. Check out all the playlists. You're going to fall in love with them. And then reach out to me. I honestly would love to work with you over at eXp Realty. We could connect once a week. We could talk about what your grind is in real estate. And you could take advantage of all the training, all the technology, all the support, the website that I have, the CRM that I have. You could take advantage of all that and implement it in your business as a broker owner, as a team leader, or as a seasoned agent, or even a new agent. Guys, reach out. Let's do some business together. See you guys on the next video.